morning everyone, it's Yağmur Balabanlı. Once upon a time, there were tiny little hedgehogs living peacefully as individuals. But then a harsh winter came and they felt so cold. It was freezing. They had to do something to not to freeze and die. And they decided to come together and keep the heat. It was warm then, but as they got closer and closer, their quills started to hurt each other. And then they decided to get apart again. At that time, it was cold again. And they got confused. What they're going to do? Are they going to freeze without pain, or keep themselves warm with pain? This dilemma is called Schopenhauer's hedgehog dilemma. Schopenhauer stated that dilemma in his book that he wrote on 1820. Let's keep that story in mind because this story brings me to today's topic. Today, I'll be talking about two important facts about personal distance in social relationships. I'll talk about what if we become too close and what if we get apart from each other, and personally being too close and getting apart, and how these facts affect our life and personality. Let's take a look at being too close. According to psychologists, when we get too close to each other, we're scared to lose our integrity and autonomy. By integrity, I mean understanding your own truth and acting according to your own truth. And by autonomy, I mean whole independence, acting independently, thinking independently. And lots of these two concepts may be very harmful for your relationship with another person. Let's say that this is you, and the blue line over here is your personal limits, and the blue area is your area of independence, personal area of independence. When you get someone in that area, your limits may damage, and also your personal area may crack. And this may make you think like, is there something wrong? And if you're thinking that something is wrong, you're no longer happy, and since you're not happy, you can't have a happy relationship with someone. Just like these hedgehogs' quills, we have personal borders which should not be exceeded and can be dangerous when exceeded. Let's take a look at my second point. What if we become apart from each other? According to an article by Manner et al., desire for positive social relationships is one of the most fundamental and universal of human needs. And this need has deep roots in evolutionary history. It means that we are designed to love, programmed to live together. We have to share things. And when we don't, we may feel anxious, sad, and unsatisfied, and I think this is the obvious depression. Just like these freezing hedgehogs, our soul feels cold, our heart feels cold when we get apart from each other. We feel lonely. To sum up, both being too close personally to each other and being too far from each other is not good for us, because when we get too close, it may damage our personal area, and when we get apart, it is contradictory to our nature. Let's turn back to our freezing hedgehogs. What they're going to do? Schopenhauer concluded his dilemma by saying hedgehogs discovered that they would be best off by remaining a little distance from one another. By this little distance, he means the distance that will keep them warm, and they will have a little bit of pain, of course. And in our social relationships, I think we have to have a little distance. That distance that will allow us to have our own personal personal independence area, and the distance will keep our personal limits. And this distance can be only obtained by respecting to each other in every single relationship. Here are my references, and thank you for listening. If you have any questions, I'll be pleased to answer.